Alright, so right now I'm in Crossville, Tennessee. It's 2:05 p.m. I'm just driving. I was working from a McDonald's, which unfortunately didn't have any outlets, so I was about to lose juice anyway. But one of the employees came in and said that a couple guys were going through a bunch of cars out in the parking lot, and was asking everyone if they had their car locked or anything like that. So they said there were two people on foot that went this way, so I just thought I'd drive down, see if I could see a couple folks, and if so, maybe try to ask them a couple questions. You know, I guess you could usually kind of tell by someone's demeanor maybe if they're being straight up or if they're kind of skittish and hiding something. So unfortunately, I wish I would have been out there to witness whatever happened, or not even witness it, but try to prevent it from happening. Sometimes just asking people questions or just having a presence out there can be a big deterrent. But I'm obviously not seeing anybody out this way, so. But anyway, again, I was just working. I was uploading some content, writing blog posts, catching up on messages and stuff like that. But it doesn't really sound like the folks would have been out this far by the time they walked away. So I'm gonna try another way. So the McDonald's there that I was at is on Main Street. It seems like it's kind of on the northwest side of town. Not too big of a town here. I actually don't know how many folks live here. I would guess, 10,000 or less. But who knows? But when the McDonald's employee came in and was, I could kind of tell something was up. He was kind of walking fast and seemed a little alarmed. And went and asked his colleagues right away, hey, was your car locked? Was your car locked? And someone asked, if someone's been called, and I believe someone they're implying was the police, so, I just figured get more eyes on the situation, see if I could maybe see these couple guys, and if so, have a conversation. But, and also maybe, if I'm driving around, I see the Crossville police, encounter them first, at least then I can be on the scene to document the interaction and everything, so. Well, doesn't look like much. He could have jumped in a car somewhere else. Could have got picked up. But I guess I'll go offline for now. Again, 2:10 in the p.m., Crossville, Tennessee. Just thought, people say, well, what would you do without the police? And this is kind of an example, just people looking out for people. And also, I would think these sorts of things, vehicle, like breaking into vehicles and stealing stuff, or breaking into houses, or shaking people down at ATMs, anything like that, I would think would happen a lot less frequently if things were changed, if the, it's a big picture thing. We're not just talking about like a civilian review board or something. We're talking about changing the economics of how this economy operates right now. There's massive distortions to the economy. There's a lot of people underemployed or unemployed that wouldn't be but for, the massive regulatory state and things like that. I'm going to go see, maybe I'll go back and see if anybody has any more info on these guys. How's it going? Hey, I was just working from in there when your colleague ran in and said someone was like going through cars in the back. Did y'all happen to get like a description or anything? I just figured I'd drive around and see if I could help to track him down.
I'll ask him and ask for you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. How you doing?
Good. You were the one that told us, right?
Well, I was sitting there when your colleague ran in and said some people were going through cars, so I just tried to pack up and run out and see if I could...
Well, I grabbed my son and tried to go find them. They were done gone the time I tried to find them.
Okay, were they like two young guys, or...?
He said one was in a pink shirt, so a pink shirt had to have been a girl.
I saw a dude in a pink shirt over by that Dunkin' Donuts, like, that away.
Well,
I figured it was an employee.
When I pulled in from picking my son up, they were over here in the Walgreens parking lot.
Oh, I see.
So I don't know if they're just jumping parking lot.
I see, probably. Okay.
They didn't find much out there because they didn't get in any of our vehicles. But like I was telling them, all that they could have seen in mine was a diaper bag. If they want that,
right.
I don't know what to tell them.
Right. Yeah, good luck. Okay.
Thank
I appreciate
you,
it. Yep, be well. So yeah, it's very rare to actually like come across a sort of a crime where there's actually a victim in progress. You know, most people think the world is a lot more scary than it is because of, you know, the only thing that's sort of communicated on the mainstream news and in papers and all that kind of stuff is, you know, these incidents where people are unfortunately hurt. But, you know, those are pretty few and far between in reality. So most of the folks, that means most of the resources used by police employees are done to target folks that haven't victimized anybody. So I just see a couple guys walking. They seem a little aimless. Went onto that lot for a second and then didn't. So I might just hang back a bit. But anyway, I'll probably move over to another location in town here to get back online and start working again. May roll over by the police department at some point. I'd hope to hook up with a guy who had messaged us, who had messaged CopBlock a few weeks ago about some of his own experiences in town here, but unfortunately haven't really got any confirmation from him ever, despite him noting his interest in getting together. So, I mean, if we don't, it's not the end of the world. I'll still have a productive day online and, you know, do a little outreach here and there in town. But if so, that'd be cool. All right, y'all. Peace for now.